Right, Assalamualaikum. Good morning, people. Yeah, it's your Saturday. Thank you so much for waking up so early in the morning to come and join us. Actually, I had a bit of trouble this morning too, but I'm happy to see everyone. Okay, well, welcome to our 5th annual general meeting and scientific meeting. As usual, our AGM, we start with the scientific meetings, and then one part we'll do the AGM, and then and the most important is everybody gets to mingle, we network, we have fun, we eat good food. And if you guys get bored, you can actually cross over for cuci mata and come back. Please come back. Okay. And a bit of housekeeping. Today is a flat rate of 10 ringgit, so you don't need to chop your parking. Our VIP guests, as usual, please talk to the community. What are the other things? Lunch break and coffee break is in the other hall together with the exhibitors. Please say hello to them. They've been very supportive and they come every year, and we love the doctors. Yeah, they do, of course. If not, they don't help you, you don't help them. They also don't listen on how you're going to run the clinic, right? That's one housekeeping. The second one, for those Muslims who want to pray, the prayer room is on level LL3, which you can access through the lift near the toilet. You just go straight down to LL3. So they have a mosque there for men and female, and they already have the sejadah and baju whatever, so it's very convenient. Another housekeeping, something else I forget. Okay, lunch will be at Shuk, which is downstairs, but please collect your lunch vouchers at the registration, because nanti they ask you to pay the buffet lah. So you don't want to pay, you take the voucher, okay? Alright, so good morning. I hope everybody's up and awake. This is good. The hall is not so empty. Just kidding. Of course people will come, right? Alright, so today we're going to start the day with a very interesting topic, and this is actually by the pharmacy. So actually people looking at our topics and say, what is this MPCAM topic? But basically why we're doing this is because we want you to engage directly with our MOH enforcers, and we want to clear the air, we want to ask questions. So I do expect we're going to have a very interesting speaker, and I will introduce him in a bit. And Mr. Catherine, and there are 2 pharmacies here, and they will actually help answer all the questions. Please ask a lot of questions. Alright? The more the merrier, and because don't tell me, oh, I wanted to ask it, I'm sorry, last I have already give 1 hour to ask question, how long? Okay, so our next speaker today will be giving a topic, and we'll be talking about, the topic is ignorance is not innocence, alright? Can the enforcement officer search your personal belongings? Because there's a lot of hoo-ha recently with a lot of checkups, and some of them were putting up their disgruntlement that, oh, these are people, these are PDA, PPDA, like all my personal protection and stuff. So our next speaker, not to waste too much time, is actually Mr. Muhammad Azharuddin bin Aziz, and he is actually, okay, I have to translate this. Sorry, so he's actually, he has a bachelor's degree from pharmacy from UM. Oh, sorry, I'm also from UM. Okay, and he also did master's in enforcement of law from UITM, so that's both pharmacy and law. And he's been in the pharmacy from 2015. Actually from 2002 to 2017, and then now he's at the Penguatkuasa until 2017. And he's actually the head of, interesting. He's actually the head of the spy division. They have this thing called Cawangan Perisipan Operasi. Sounds like a, CIA agent, right? In Petaling Jaya. So yeah, so he's actually the,
President.
What?
Leader.
Oh. So naughty like these people. They told me, oh, you just read the script, and the script doesn't put there that Peter's supposed to speak first. Then Peter you speak later, terrible lah you all. Okay, anyway, so without further ado, let's give a big clap and applause to Mr. Azharuddin. Alright, let's listen to
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, first of all, I'd like to thank to MPCAM for inviting me and my boss, Tuan Haji Ghazali, Haji Mansur here. So, today I will talk about a topic that given to me, given to us actually, ignorance. It's a topic I will talk today. It only take about half an hour. Okay, ignorance is not innocent and often not research your personal belonging. Okay, for the first 10 minutes, it's very technical and dry. I'm sorry to say, but I hope at the end of this session, there's a question and answer session, and actually. I will try to answer any question that been asked, and if I cannot, my boss will help me. Okay, all right. Without further ado, so today is the outline of my speech today. First, introduction, type of search, because we want to talk about search. And then the purpose to conduct search, is power to conduct search, seizure, issue on search and seizure. Okay. These two, my first and second slide, and after my slide after this, we talk about definition of search. Okay, according to the Oxford Dictionary, to find something by looking or otherwise seeking carefully or thoroughly. Okay, just definition. Okay. Looking for information or examine a place, a vehicle or person. Okay. An act of searching for someone or something. Okay. Searching a database. Okay. And investigation of public record to find if a property is subject to any liabilities or problems. Okay. So. When we refer to Merriam-Webster dictionary, the legal definition of search is an exploratory investigation of an area or person by the government agent, usually by the government agent, okay, that intrude on individual reasonable expectation of privacy, okay, and is conducted usually for the purpose of finding evidence, okay, of unlawful activity or to locate a person. So, this is the purpose of doing search. Okay. Police and enforcement officers in Malaysia use criminal procedure codes. Okay. Act 593 as reference on criminal process. So, the search is detailed under Chapter 4 and Chapter 6 in the Act, where there are two ways, okay, to obtain evidence in the pre-trial process. Pre-trials mean prosecution. Okay, prosecution. So in the law, they call it as pre-trial. Okay, first by search or by summon. Search is defined as process to compel the production of other movable property and the discovery of person wrongly confined. So this is the definition given under CPC, Criminal Procedure Code. Okay. As I said before, there are two ways to obtain evidence. Okay, first, conduct search and issuing a summons is a diplomatic way of obtaining evidence. Okay, it's refer Section 51 CPC. If the court or police officer feel that certain movable property, document are necessary or desirable for trial, investigation, or proceeding, the court will issue an order to the person in possession of that property to produce such property or document. So based on this provision, so if give power to police officer to do search, which this one will summon. Okay. So under section 52 CPC. Okay. So such person have to come to the police or to the office, enforcement office, okay, to produce such property or document. Okay. If not, it is sufficient for him to send it. Okay. So here, if the person fails to comply, the court will proceed with search. Okay, it's another search. It's another search. Okay. So type of search, two type, with warrant or without warrant. Okay. So search warrant is a court order issued to police or authorized law enforcement officer to conduct search, okay, of person, premise, location of vehicle for evidence of crime and to confiscate any evidence they find. So definition of search warrant. So actually it's spelled under section 54.1, where this section point out three situations where search can be done. Okay. First, okay, when the person, actually my first time using this. Okay, we should not okay here. When the person who has been issued with the summon is not compliant with the summon. So search can be done with warrant. So, number two, when the property is nowhere to be found. So the evidence is untraceable or no other clue lead to the case, so search has to be conducted at suspected place. Okay. And the third, when the court feels that the general purpose search is to be done. So when the court says so. Okay. So when the court say you have to search at certain premise or what clinic or whatever, so the court can order the enforcement officer to do search. Okay. Okay, same thing. Under section 56. Okay. Here, if the mention has reason to believe. So usually in this case, and in other acts also, the word or the keyword of search with warrant or search without warrant is reasonable belief or reasonable grounds. Okay. So after later I will explain. Okay. So section 57 talk about search warrant shall be in writing, okay, signed and sealed by the court. And so this one how to the search warrant research. Okay, search with warrant also. Okay, when we look at Private Healthcare Facility and Service Act, okay, under section 89 and the Act 586, they talk about power to search and seize with warrant. Okay. So with warrant, inspector can enter by force, search, seize, break open, remove, or remove by force or detain person in order to obtain evidence. Stated in the law. Okay. It also stated with the same words under section 51 Medical Device Act 2012. Okay. So under Poison Act 1952, okay, it's silent about search warrant and also silent about warrant. Okay, because of 1952. Okay, when you look at act after Merdeka, so usually search with warrant. They mentioned and stated every search must be with warrant. Okay, but 1952 in our act and the Poison Act is not stated. Even not stated warrant in our in Poison Act. Okay, So drug enforcement officer conduct a search without warrant. Okay. Okay. Okay, search without warrant. Okay, number 2. Just now we talk about search with warrant, and right now we go to search without warrant. Okay, under section 62 CPC state the requirement for search without warrant. There must be an information to the police. Okay, the information is given to the police not below the rank of inspector. Here I said before, must be reasonable cause or belief or ground for suspecting as such, and must be good ground in believing that if the police postpone the search to go and obtain the warrant, then they, when they come back, the property is not at the police. So this is the 4 requirement if any enforcement officer or police want to do search without warrant. So the requirement is here. Okay. Under section 20 CPC, Criminal Procedure Code. Okay. Okay, if a person is arrested without a warrant, the police officer may search the arrestee without warrant. Okay. When the search is if the person is arrested without warrant, so the search may okay, of the arrestee without warrant. So under section 20 capital A, Minister may amend regulating procedure on body search schedule CPC. Okay, actually, when officer or enforcement officer want to do body search, okay, there is provision under section 20A CPC, okay, and mention it and in the 4th schedule. So how body search can be done? So here procedure prescribed, okay, shall be used over any other written law on body search. So not police, is any law enforcement officer want to do body search, okay, body search. So they have to follow 4th schedule of the act. Okay. Okay. Just information for types of body search: pat down, strip, intimate, and intrusive. Okay. Under section 90, Private Health Facility and Service Act, also point out requirement for search without warrant. Okay. Under section 90, the inspector can also search without warrant, but with this what? 4 condition. Okay, so this 4 conditions of the investigation will be at first detected, the object of the entry is likely to be frustrated, the document or property of the thing itself may be removed or interfered, okay, the evidence source may be tampered or destroyed. So with this requirement, so the inspector or under this act, inspector can do search without warrant. Okay. So purpose to conduct search, okay, searching for object. Okay, searching for object, property or document at a premise or place with warrant or without warrant. Okay. Under section 116, under 16 CPC, this one search as long as investigation officer believe that some document is necessary for the investigation, okay, but the person in possession of such document is not reproduced, the search can be done. So for investigation, okay, police officer or enforcement officer can okay, do search, okay, at the premise of place. If the person who possess the evidence, not for that job, produce the evidence or the document. Okay. So, at body of person, under section 17, provide that where a search is lawfully conducted or person found in the premise, okay, place may be lawfully detained until search is complete. So, when we get into a premise to do or to conduct search, and there is anybody in the premise, okay, be lawfully detained until search is complete. Okay. So if the object or document or things sought is capable of being concealed by the person may be searched. So under this section, okay, allow police officer or inspector to do body search. Okay. Searching for person or criminal offender stated in section 16 CPC. Okay. If the is supposed to be arrested, has entered into a particular place, the police may enter the place to arrest such person. Okay. And if entry is denied, the police may use reasonable force. Okay. Power to conduct search. Okay. This one I will go we look at two law or act, Private Health and Service Act and Poison Act. Okay, under this act, under Act Part 86, okay, it provides significant power to the inspector in order to obtain relevant evidence on the scene. So under Section 88, okay, the Act gives a power of inspector to enter and inspect. 89, search and seize with warrant. Okay. 90, search and seizure without warrant. And 92, power to require information and examine person. Okay. 93, duty to assist inspector. Okay. So section 93 is duty to assist inspector. Okay. So the duty of the licensee in this act is talk about licensee, and any person found there in the premise or clinic or any health facility, okay, to provide such facilities and assistance as inspector reasonably required, to give all reasonable information required, and to produce any book, report, document in possession or custody, to furnish relating to the affair or the facility or service of premises. So this is the responsibility or duty of the licensee to provide all the sufficient document or information to the inspector or police officer. Okay. What happens if you fail to follow? Under section 94, okay, shall be guilty of offence and shall be liable on conviction to fine not exceeding 30,000 ringgit or to prison for the term of exceeding 6 months or both. Okay. The inspector can charge any licensee to not give good operation or give sufficient evidence to the law enforcement, to the inspector, okay, and can charge the licensee with 30,000 ringgit for imprisonment term, not more than 6 months or both. Okay, under Poison Act 1952. Okay. We look at section 31, power of investigation, examine and entry into premise. Okay. In this, as I said before, this section or this act poison act silence about search warrant. So under sub 2 of the section, okay, this act gives drug enforcement officer power to investigate, okay, power to enter, search and examine under sub 8, inspect, remove, detain any substance reasonably believed to be or to contain a poison, food, supplement and so on. Okay. In case of obstruction or resistance, break open any outer or inner door. Okay, break open, and then search and seizure. Detain any person found in such premise until the search has been completed. Okay. So what happens if you fail to follow? Same like under just now. Okay, but the fine just 3,000 ringgit lah. Okay, the act 30,000 ringgit, and but the imprisonment not exceeding 1 year. Okay, search warrant. Seizure. Okay. Power to seize stated under section 435 CTC, Criminal Procedure Code. Actually, this section is talk about seize of stolen item, item. So any member of this may seize any property, okay, which alleged to have been stolen, suspected to have been stolen, found under the circumstances which are suspicious that an offence has been committed. Okay. So the power to seize, okay, is mentioned or stated under section 89 and 90, like I said before, and of the Private Healthcare Facility and Services Act, and section 31 sub 8 Poison Act 19. Okay. So when search and seizure, we do any officer do a seizure or seize any item to under section 64 CPC. Anything taken during the process of search must be stated in the list, okay, and signed by the person doing the search. Okay. We call it as search list. Okay, so the enforcement officer or inspector have to produce and to the licensee or the person the search list. Anything that we seize or have to list in the search list. So failure to issue search list. If the enforcement officer not give you the search list, it is fatal. Okay. Refer case, when we refer to the case San Su Ha versus ED, so the judge stated that failure or omission to prepare a list of the things seized is not fatal. Okay. However, the court would have to scrutinize the evidence of the officer who conduct the search, because such failure to prepare will cast doubt on the validity of the search. So, although it's not fatal to the case, but may cast doubt to the court. Okay. Okay. Just picture press conference. Okay. Jadi could seizures of product and cosmetic products, pharmaceutical product, by the state director of the state. Okay, finish technical issue. I hope. okay, I hope that that's the basic information about search and seizure and the power given by the law to the inspector or drug enforcement officer or police officer to conduct search and do seizure at the place.